Yeah. Ah, Good afternoon, welcome back to the channel. A couple of quick updates before we get into today's video, but in today's video you won't believe it, but I'm actually going to be using tools on the DC2, and I'm actually quite ashamed of myself because it's taken me this long, 2.5 years to actually grab tools and start working on the thing. And the reason for that is because I've been looking at old pictures and sorting everything out into different albums of what cars I've owned in the past. And the amount of work and projects and things that I used to do was unbelievable. That motivation is kicking back in to complete one of my dream cars. If I was a teenager, I'd be screaming over this. But I've had it 2.5 years and it's just sat here. So I'm actually really looking forward to getting stuck in for once. I've done little bits and bobs that you've seen in previous videos, but today I'm actually really looking forward to getting into it. On the Instagram account, I'm now verified, and all that means is I'm trying to future-proof the Instagram. And what I mean by that is that if the channel grows and then the Instagram grows and people are trying to find the Instagram account and stuff, it's just the blue tick next to my name to say, like, this is me. I've heard and seen a lot of horror stories of people creating other content creators' Instagrams and accounts and then scamming people and all that. So just to completely future prevent that, is I got verified. It's not a big deal, but I think it's just quite cool. It's something else going forward, making things happen. Now that that's the updates out the way, I can actually get on with working on the car. The first plan of attack is to do the brakes. There's two reasons for that. Is number one, it's on 4 stands so I can get to them all, and number two is when I got delivery of the car, the handbrake cables were seized and so was the front right caliper. The back left trailing arm is already off, that my dad removed. Don't need to take that brake off because it's already off. The front right should be easy hopefully to take off, and then what I'm doing after that is I'm sending the calipers, the carriers, down to a company down south called Big Red, and a couple of mates have used them in the past, and they basically just refurb brakes. They reseal, they repiston, and actually powder coat in any colour that you want, which is ideal because that's exactly what I'm wanting to do with the car. And it just means I'm going to do that and then purchase new discs front and back. I think if this was like a daily car, they would be savable because I don't think there's that much of like a lip on them, it's just surface rust. But for the type of car it is, the like completely refurbed calipers and stuff, I do want new discs. And as you can see in this video as well as the past video of the Integra, it's got braided brake lines all around as well, so it should have a really good set of brakes. So I'm going to start with the front right, which fingers crossed should be a doddle. There's obviously going to be some fluid still in this. I can see it coming out already, so hopefully I don't get it everywhere. That looks horrific. Brake fluid should be pretty much crystal clear, and this is not. It looks like HP brown sauce. There we go. One thing I'm going to admit is I'm really bad for not wearing gloves. I really should be wearing gloves when working with like old contaminated oils like this. And then here's me complaining when I just should stick on a pair of gloves, which I'm going to do now actually. Mechanic. I'll try and get this caliper off while that's dripping away, because I'm probably just going to leave it, each one underneath the brake hose, so I can leave it and then all the fluid will come out. I'm just trying not to make a mess of this. One caliper off, that looks pretty rusty if you ask me. I'll see if any more comes out. Yep. I would love to know how long this fluid has been in this car for. Even if a car is sat for like, even like a year, I just changed the engine oil because apparently it can lose its viscosity even just by sitting. Oh, that is disgusting that's coming out of that, like. That's the carrier off as well. It's always good to just keep everything together. I do have a tray, I think it's over there, that I keep everything I've took off the car, I put in the tray just so it's all together. Discs to come off next, and you can see these two star-headed bolts or screws that hold the disc on. 9 times out of 10 they're going to be rounded to try and get off. So before I even attempt to try and unscrew them, I'm going to give them a hammer, and that way it'll hopefully shock the rust and they'll just come off. Solid. Nah, try the other one. I knew it, they were going to be solid, which they are. That's the usual and best way to try and get them out, is just to hit them with a hammer to try and shock them out. But if they don't, then you need to turn it into a liquid. Oh, that's too far, like. There's absolutely no need for that. If you're watching this and wondering why I'm using hot flame to try and get a bolt out, is because heat expands things, whereas if you freeze it, it goes smaller, it retracts. So what I think I've done, the issue is I've just been heating the bolter, which is making the bolt bigger, therefore harder to get out. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to heat the disc up and see if that'll break off the surrounding rust within the bolt, but there's always something. There's one. So I think heating the disc up actually helped. And I've got a really bad habit of heating something cherry red and then going. So I'm just going to leave that to cool down and do the other one. First time. Happy days. I know online you can get new disc setting bolts, I think these are called. I am not reusing them. And there's the disc. I can see already just by taking the disc off that I've actually got a burst CV joint. So another thing on the list to get. Different side now, hopefully same tools which I've brought over from the other side. And I'll just do the same again, just get this brake line off and drain all the fluid out. See, the fluid on it starts to come out like alright, nice and clear, but the stuff at the end is just horrible. Not a lot on this side though. Usually a telltale sign that a car has had a new caliper put on it is the fact that the other side's blue, carrier's blue, and this is like stock silver, which is probably why this one was fine and the other one was seized. Again, they're getting refurbed anyway. Getting brake fluid all over my hands. See, that looks alright as well. pads came out. Looks like they've barely used any meat off them. Slides again, look pretty good condition. They're just packaged brake pads. They even think they're stock, and they're just Dingbro specials. Two carrier bolt, and then the carrier. So it's two sides off, and now to see if I can get this disc off. I'm not even going to pretend and try and just take it out with a screwdriver. I'm just going to heat that one up because I can see there's one missing, so half the job this time. Why is that not lighting? Yeah? Why was that not lighting? Why have I not just been sitting on this the whole time? My knees are really sore. First time, look at that. And the other disc off. Again, wheel bearing feels alright, but it's getting changed anyway. What's that bit like? Yeah, that's fine. Well, I'm pretty pleased with that, at least that's the front done. It's always good practice to keep everything together that you've removed from a car. But like I was saying, that's the seized caliper, and that's the one that I thought was new, and I don't even need to think because I know that that is new. Check how clean that piston is compared to that one. Which is a shame really, but like I said, all this is getting sent away for refurb. I'm going to get new discs as well. They look pretty decent condition to be used again. However, I'm wanting the drilled and slotted or slotted discs with new pads anyway. If you watched last DC2 video, you'll know that this side's all been taken apart, so it's just the driver's right to do. And again, I'll just take all the same tools around here and hopefully get this one off no bother. Just, oh, there is two. However, it does look slightly better condition than the front. And since I was editing last video, this has been really annoying me, so I'm getting rid of this. Hopefully I won't burn my finger in the process. I was going to make an attempt on the back brake here, the only one that's left. However, I've noted some slight differences to brakes that I've worked on in the past. It's actually got this cover that covers the whole back section of the brake, which I've never seen before. I've always seen just the back plates, but it's got this cover on it. And my dad told me that the handbrake on the other side to get off the caliper was an absolute nightmare. And unfortunately, I've run out of time. So unfortunately, that's the end of today's video. I say today, but I actually recorded working on the DC2 on Tuesday, and it is now Sunday. A couple of days in between, I've just been so busy and had other things to do, and that's just it sometimes. I'm actually quite glad that I started working on the car and picking up tools and getting stuck into it. I know you as the viewer might see this and think like, oh, you've done absolutely nothing, you've just took brakes off. But for me, I'm proud of myself for actually making a start and getting stuck in, because it doesn't matter if I've worked on it for half an hour or half a day. Progress is progress. The brakes are on, now they're off. I've just got the back end to tackle, and as you could see, it still had the back cover on it. I've took that off and I've soaked the whole caliper in like WD-40 just to try and loosen things off, because like I said, my dad had a nightmare with the other side handbrake cable and things like that. If you have a look at the rest of my videos, you'll see that this is the first video that I've mainly focused on actually working on a car, using tools and things. And I know straight away before even editing that there will be different things I can change, like camera angles and maybe microphone and things like that, but this is me literally just starting and using my iPhone. Hopefully as time goes on and there's more progress, I can get different mics, different camera angles, that sort of thing, which is in return a better viewing video for yourself. So please let me know what you think in the comment below, maybe some things I can do or change, or anything that you would like to see me do. In the next working video of the car, I want to take that caliper off and the brake, and then that's the box ready to be sent away. And then I want to try and get the decat pipe fitted, because then that's the exhaust complete, ready for MOT whenever that comes. If you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. The next video is an exciting one because my mate Ben has agreed to let me review his 400 brake horsepower 335D. Which is an absolute monster, and I've never been in or drove a 335D, and it's one of these cars that I've always wanted to experience, so I'm absolutely buzzing for that. And if you're looking forward to it as well, please hit subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.